Hola, soy señor Ash, soy el profesor de este curso de español. Bienvenidos. Tengo mucha emoción para empezar este semestre con vosotros. Hi everybody, welcome to Spanish 102 online for the Spring 2019 Session A. My name is Mr. Tim Ashe. I'm a Spanish instructor and PhD student on the Tempe campus and for the ASU online program. And I'm really excited to begin this journey with you all and to show you a little bit about how this course works. It's a self-paced course, but there are a lot of deadlines just because it is a fast-paced course that only lasts about 7 weeks. Luckily, all of the deadlines are located within your syllabus, which you can see on the Canvas Learning Management System. If you ever have any questions on the syllabus or on the homework assignments or anything related to the course, you can email me at tashejar@asu.com. That's tashejar@asu.com. One thing I wanted to mention is that it's really important in this brief but intensive course to be checking the Canvas portal every day, because that's where you'll find all the links to the modules as well as the tasks and the information regarding grades, regarding announcements, and other important course details. Also, hopefully you know by now that in addition to buying the textbook, whether in paper or online, the Portales textbook, you do need to buy the course code, which gives you access to the homework website. And that's where you will be electronically submitting your homework assignments to help you practice things like reading, writing, listening, and speaking about the various topics that we're going to cover in your class. So that being said, I would like to also remind you that there are virtual sessions for the course. There are 3 virtual sessions. One is more like an introductory get to know you, so technically there are 4. And I will be sharing with each of you a Google Doc, which will act as a kind of reminder reference sheet so you know what days you're signed up for to meet with me. We'll be using a product called Zoom, which you'll have access to with your ASU email address. Zoom is like a Skype on steroids or a Google Hangout. It is a platform where we can do discussions and post documents and talk about those and practice our conversation. It's meant for you all to practice your Spanish and for me to kind of passively observe you and facilitate the sessions. So besides looking at VHL, the homework website every day, going on to Canvas every day to check updates for the course, and signing up for the virtual sessions, I would also like to advise you to review the syllabus in detail. I'm going to show you the syllabus in a minute, but the syllabus has all the breakdowns on the percentages for the different parts of the course, as well as some of the policies and procedures that are typical for an ASU course. One of the first tasks will be to record an introduction video of you speaking in Spanish and using some of the things that you've learned from Spanish 101 to give us all an idea of who you are and to give me an idea of who you are, where you come from, and some of your likes and interests. If you ever need to set up a time to meet with me privately, of course you can do that by email. Office hours is by appointment. My schedule is flexible, So if you, for example, work during the day or work at night, I can work with you to set up a time to meet with you online via video or via audio and video to address any of your questions or talk about any of the themes for the course. Also, it's important to know that no late work is accepted unless there's a documented medical emergency or some sort of bereavement issue. All the official policies regarding late work are in the syllabus. I ask that you just communicate anything to me as far as special circumstances that might be happening in your life or with your student endeavors. As far as that, I'm going to show you some things with the course now. So, this is a little bit about the description of the course. So here, of course, you can see that, the goal of this course is really to get you speaking and writing more in Spanish. Anytime we do the virtual sessions or that I send out announcements, I will be doing it primarily in the target language, in Spanish. And if you ever have any questions about assignments, like I said, let me know. I'm sure you've all seen how Spanish is such an important language, not only in the world, but also in the United States. So really that course will explore a lot of those themes so that you can comprehend more main ideas in Spanish and also look at a variety of texts, not only through the textbook, but through activities that we'll do as well, so that you can practice and learn more, not only about the language, but about the culture. In a few days, you will, if you don't already, have access to the Canvas page. And then our book, Portales, by Jose Blanco, will be helping us focus on chapters 6 through 10 of that book to learn about all the grammar points, cultural points, etc. I already mentioned a number of these kind of student success tips about how you should be checking the Canvas page and the VHL page daily, reading announcements, completing assignments by the due date specified, and letting me know or letting other people in the class know if you're communicating with them in a virtual session if you have any issues or discrepancies. Because it's self-paced, I would recommend creating a schedule or a study guide or outline for each chapter. And you do also have, counselors available both in Spanish and general counselors through ASU online if you ever have any issues with time management. Here you can see the calendar for the course for the spring with the modules corresponding to the weeks and the themes that we'll cover, as well as the percentages and how they break down, and a list of all those homework assignments and quizzes. The quizzes will be done through the VHL Super site, through the Portales website. Here you can also see the weeks that we will do the virtual sessions. After the sign-up sheets, I will put you in groups and find common time periods where we can schedule those sessions. And I'm flexible there. I understand a lot of you have jobs or other classes you're in, but at the same time, you might have to make a sacrifice for 1 week if you need to change, or you can always sign up for another group's virtual session. The virtual sessions will happen with groups of 4 to 5 people. And you'll be able to see everyone in those group sessions via your webcam as well. Here you see the typical grading breakdown for ASU, as well as the issues I talked about earlier with the grading procedure, the later missed assignments, and communicating with me. I ask that you do always use your ASU email when you email me. That's an important university policy that we abide by. And then you have the course summary, and this is all on the Canvas page as well for you to look at. I also wanted to show you briefly the VHL page. This is once you have the course code, which comes with your book, or if you buy it separately, you'll be able to link to this page after you enter your ASU email and your personal information. You can see here you have a list of your activities as well as the quizzes and the calendar for the course. So for example, if you want to look at the activities for Chapter 6, you'll see that you have some assignments due on January 15th, some vocabulary practice, some listening activities, some reading activities, etc. And then they're based on the theme or whether it's the grammar structure or anything that we'll be studying. Like I mentioned earlier as well, you also have the calendar here, which shows how many hours per week you'll be studying the assignments, as well as which assignments are for straight completion credit and which ones are graded for accuracy. This is a helpful tool so you can budget for each week and for each chapter how much time you need to spend looking at each assignment and chapter if you have other things going on in your life besides this class, which I imagine you do. One website I recommend is called wordreference.com. This website is helpful because you can type in a word in English and it'll give you the different words in Spanish that might represent that word in English, as well as contextual breakdowns. This site is also very good because you can go to the verb conjugator if we're working on the present tense or the past tense, and you can type in a verb like querer, which is to want. And then you can see that you have the conjugations in the present, in the imperfect, in the preterite, etc. if you need to double check your conjugations for any of those tricky stem changing verbs or whatnot. Another page that I wanted to show you is called Quizlet. Quizlet is a nice page because you can go to Portales, Book 1, Chapter 6, which is what our first chapter is. And you can look at a vocabulary set that's already created for you. So you don't have to write out flashcards because you have those already made for you here by other people, and you can just add them to your account.
To have just done something, quote.
So you can look at these words, and then there are little quizzes built in so you can practice before the actual quiz. You can see the list here, and many of them have pictures as well to help you practice. So as you can see, there are a lot of different online tools to help you. I'm here to guide you through the course and to also help you with any of the grammar, any of the cultural tasks, and to get you guys really participating a lot in Spanish with your fellow classmates. This is the judge-free zone, I always like to call it. So don't be afraid to participate. Participating in those virtual sessions is an important part of your grade. And I would rather have you talk and say the wrong word or use the wrong grammatical structure than just have you sit there and be silent. Again, me llamo Señor Ashe. Estoy aquí para ayudaros con cualquier cosa. Espero que tengáis un buen semestre, sobre todo conmigo, y nos vemos en el curso. Hasta luego. Chao.